All right, welcome back in here to Live Now from Fox. I am Andy Mack, and this was just a bit outside of the guidelines around baseball. A major betting scandal for Major League Baseball as two Cleveland Guardians pitchers indicted on federal charges. And earlier today, we did see Luis Ortiz appearing in federal court on charges accusing him and his teammate, Emmanuel Clase, of taking bribes to help associates in their native Dominican Republic to win prop bets placed on pitches, singular pitches they threw. Of course, the judge there granted Ortiz his release, but several conditions. So these two pitchers accused of taking bribes in a gambling scheme. We're going to be joined right now by Fox's Caroline Elliot on the ground in New York City. Caroline, thank you so much for joining us here on Live Now from Fox. What can you tell us? How are baseball fans reacting?
Yeah, Andy Mack, as you can imagine, not great. There's been a lot of talk online, some saying that both of these players are just plain stupid, and others are saying that they think that this entire game might be rigged. Now, as you mentioned, Emmanuel Clase has not been put into custody yet, but we do know police did arrest Luis Ortiz yesterday, and then this afternoon he made his first appearance in federal court in Boston. Now, U.S. attorneys are accusing both of these players of taking bribes to throw pitches into the dirt on purpose. According to the indictment, the pitchers would make a deal with bettors in advance on the type of pitch they would throw during the game, and then gamblers would use this info to place hundreds of fraudulent bets. U.S. attorneys say the unnamed co-conspirators won close to $500,000 and then would give the players a very small portion of the earnings. The indictment says Clase, who reportedly makes $4.5 million a year, got paid only $7,000 during the scheme, and Ortiz, who makes well over $700,000 a year, also got paid only a couple $1,000. Now, both players are facing up to 65 years in prison.
It's just foolish. I mean, you've got to be a complete, utter idiot to be involved in something like this. With all of the ability that you have, all of the work that you have put in, everything that is going on that is positive in your life, and you're a Major League Baseball player, and you're literally taking pennies, less than pennies on the dollar compared to your salary and what you can earn.
The DOJ says this all started in 2023, and now both players are charged with wire fraud, conspiracy, money laundering, and bribery. According to the indictment, the defendants deprived the Cleveland Guardians and Major League Baseball of their honest services. They defrauded the online betting platforms where the bets were placed, and they betrayed America's pastime. It goes on to say, quote, integrity, honesty, and fair play are part of the DNA of professional sports. When corruption infiltrates the game, it brings disgrace not only to the participants, but also damages public trust. Meantime, the players' lawyers deny the charges, saying that the athletes did nothing wrong here, and the MLB does tell us both players are cooperating.
Yeah,
Andy Mack.
Very interesting, because we saw a similar thing happen in the National Basketball Association. Terry Rozier and some of the bettors tipped off initially, and there's interesting details in this, including the singular pitches, the fact that they were communicating while in the bullpen, ready to come into this game. What else can you tell us about this indictment? There are several wild facts.
Yeah, no, this indictment is wild, and a lot of people say it's really just shaking up the entire sports system right now. Of course, you did mention that a similar thing happened in the NBA a couple weeks ago, so there's a lot of sports fans right now that are really wondering if other players or even other leagues could be involved. But Andy Mack, this is really just the beginning. We know, of course, that Luis Ortiz made his first appearance in federal court this morning, but this legal process will certainly play out, and that's gonna take some time. But sports fans are saying they need some of these answers. Andy Mack.
Very much, and potentially the tip of the iceberg. We'll see what's to come. We'll see if any other players are involved. None at this point. All right, Caroline, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate your insight here on Live Now.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. All right, great conversation. I do want to put up that video one more time of Luis Ortiz appearing in court on Live Now from Fox. As, of course, Luis Ortiz there in court. You can see him walking out. Clase, though, also a three-time All-Star, a two-time American League Reliever of the Year, had a $4.5 million salary in 2025. Let's listen in here to this moment as potentially asking questions of this Ortiz walking out of court.
Just throw some. Any comment? Excuse us. Not hard, no. Excuse us.
Okay. All right. So that was just there earlier on today as we were watching it unfold as Luis Ortiz leaving the courtroom there in the Northeast, facing these allegations in a major betting scandal that has rocked Major League Baseball. These two Cleveland Guardians pitchers facing these charges. And, of course, you heard there from Caroline Elliot and that report, pennies on the dollar compared to what they were making annually as big league relievers, potentially sending money or allowing some friends and family back home in the Dominican Republic to earn more information, more money based on some of these pitches.